the Battle of Bengal. Rath Yatra politics peaks. BJP calls it the wheels of change.
हर बार किसी भी एक छोटी सी सभा रोड शो करने में भी हमको रोका जाता है। राजनीतिक परिवर्तन का राह बन जाएगा, इसलिए टीएमसी डरती है।
TMC alleges will lead to communal polarization. The big question, has the permission been given? Will BJP's Rath roll? Top focus on To The Point this evening.
Well, there's still ambiguity over that. Will the BJP's Rath Yatra roll? The BJP says that they don't have the permission. The TMC says the permission's been given. Since 2019 July, we've never stopped giving permissions. But the BJP says, show us the letter. So what's going on? Will the Rath Yatra take place? Because it's supposed to from 3 p.m. tomorrow.
A brewing blood feud reaching crescendo. BJP versus TMC. Battleground Bengal. The latest flashpoint, BJP's proposed Poribartan Rath Yatra. Suspense still continues over BJP's Rath Yatra, which is scheduled to start at 3 p.m. Saturday, 6th February, from Nadia district. Has permission finally been given or not?
लोकतंत्र में कई रास्ता है लोगों तक पहुंचने के लिए। हर प्रकार के रास्ता हम अपनाएंगे, लेकिन हमारी अधिकार है लोगों तक पहुंचने के लिए और हमारी योजना के अनुसार। उसमें सरकार आड़े आ रही है। जब चुनाव कमीशन का हाथ में आएगा तब हम प्रार्थना करेंगे उनसे और यात्रा करेंगे, तब तक विकल्प ढूंढेंगे।
ये एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव मैटर है और लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन तय करती है। हम भी जब कोई प्रोग्राम करते हैं तब हम लोकल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से परमिशन मांगते हैं। तो रथ यात्रा के साथ हमारा धर्म का संबंध है। तो राजनीति में ये धर्म का जो आमदनी बीजेपी कर रहा है, ये भी गैर कानूनी है और असंवैधानिक है।
The TMC maintains that since 2019 July, permission have never been denied to any political party to hold any political event. The Cabinet Secretary of West Bengal had written back to the BJP state vice president, stating he wasn't the right authority to give permission and the BJP should seek it from the local administration. Bengal police has sought clarification and more details about the program from the BJP. As of now, only permission granted to Nadda's Nobodip program, but whether the Rath will be allowed to move further is still under consideration. The Nadia district police chief, while giving permission for a rally, has not denied permission for the Rath Yatra, but has written to BJP seeking details about arrangements to receive Mr. Nadda, who has Z category protection. The police also wants details of the Rath Yatra's destination, route, overnight halts, boarding and lodging arrangements. It has asked the BJP to ensure COVID-19 safety rules are followed. The BJP maintains that till now they have no written permission. Moreover, it is the police which needs to make arrangements to ensure law and order during these yatras.
Mamata Banerjee doesn't want to appear to be the one who's creating the difficulty, so she's passed the buck onto the local administration. Let them create the obstacles. This is a ploy. Ultimately, it is she who controls everything.
Chief Secretary Office from West Bengal government, they have told you can connect with the local authorities because it's a district tour. So from one center, we cannot provide the single permission. You have to take, when you are crossing each district authority, you have to take the permission.
A PIL, meanwhile, has been filed on the Yatra in the Calcutta High Court, citing law and order situation. The matter will be heard on February 9th. The proposed Rath Yatra will traverse the length and breadth of the state. A total of 5 Rath Yatras will roll across the 294 assembly constituencies. The Rath Yatra will begin in Nobodip town tomorrow and will end in Barakpur in March next month. Prime Minister Modi is also visiting Bengal's Haldia district on February 7th. The Rath Yatra by the BJP is the latest tool in the Saffron Party's arsenal. While ambiguity over it ensues, it remains to be seen how the TMC politically manages its fallout. Bureau Report, India Today.
Quite an action-packed Saturday. We still don't know what's going to happen. Let's cut across to our guest, Riju Datta, TMC spokesperson, Guru Prakash, BJP spokesperson. In a short while, we'll be joined by Subodej Bagchi, who is a senior journalist. I want to begin with you, Mr. Datta. So what's going on? You say since July 2019, you have never stopped a political party from holding any political event. The BJP says, where is the permission? What's going on? Has the Nadia administration given them the permission to hold the rally, to hold the Rath Yatra, not the rally? Has it happened or not, sir?
See, right now the current situation is the permission for the Naddaji's helicopter to land is being given. The permission to conduct the Sabha is already being passed, but the roadmap is still being analyzed. The IB and the SB reports are pending on that, and accordingly the local law and administration will take its call on whether the Rath Yatra can happen or not. This is the current scenario right now as we speak. So that is it. That is the thing, Preeti.
All right, Mr. Prakash, the Nadia administration had given you a list of 7 questions which you had to reply back to. Have you done so, sir?
Preeti, let me remind my friend Mr. Datta from the TMC that we remember what happened at Diamond Harbour. So we are extremely cautious, and obviously every regulation, whatever requirements the administration is going to ask, we are going to comply with it. But we still remember what happened at Diamond Harbour, the violence, the brutality that took place on our Karyakartas, and we still remember that TMC senior leader, Mr. Saugata Roy, he said, Diamond Harbour जाने की ज़रूरत क्या थी? Now will the TMC leader decide where can we go and where can we not go? The point is, the fact of the matter is that the amount of energy which the TMC is investing, if they would have focused on governance, on law and order, the situation would have been far better. West Bengal tops in what? In human trafficking. West Bengal tops in what? In crimes against women. They have failed to share the socio-economic data with the Niti Aayog. So I seriously do not understand this politics of hiding behind this camouflage of local administration. They must come forward if there is a fight. The problem is that they have now realized that the leaders of TMC are now feeling claustrophobic within that political party, which my friend Riju Datta also agrees. They have realized that they have to now go out if they have to realize their political aspiration. My only concern is that you cannot compromise with the welfare and the concerns of the
Mr. Prakash, the question was,
Can
I just come back to the question?
Now,
I'm coming to Mr. Datta. Can I come back to the question? The Nadia administration has given you the permission for the rally. They've asked you to answer 7 questions where the Rath Yatra is concerned. Have you done so? Have you complied or not?
He does not have the answer.
Preeti, our State General Secretary, Mr. Pradeep, is already in touch with the... Let me complete. Our State General Secretary, from the state unit, he is already in touch with the administration. I spoke with him. They are in touch. And let me assure you that each and every requirement which is going to be put forward by the administration would be complied of. Don't you worry about it.
All right, so Riju Datta, the BJP is saying that they are going to comply with everything. They will give out the answers. But ultimately, sir, the law and order situation, security will need to be provided by the West Bengal police. They have to make sure that there is law and order.
Exactly, Preeti, and I'm going to talk about that. It is very rich coming from BJP spokesperson when they talk about law and order, when they have recently forgot the incidents on 26 January. So please, let's not lecture each other on law and order. Law and order of the state is a state subject, and they have done 50-odd rallies where the Home Minister, their President has come and done rallies. None of the permissions have been denied. So why are they spreading a malicious propaganda without any sustainable proof? Why are you paying the victim card? You have been given the permission for helicopter landing. You have been given the permission to do the Sabha. Now, last minute, your roadmap is being analyzed. Why can't you have the patience? And if the law and order at the local level thinks that this is going to create a ruckus, this is going to incite violence in Bengal, then the administration will take a call on it. Let the administration do it, and it is the fundamental right of every political party to hold a rally. We are not stopping that. If you think that the law and order has not taken the decision in your favor, the doors of the Honorable Court is always open for you. Why are you playing the victim card and crying like
Okay, can I go across to Mr. Prakash? Mr. Prakash, do come in and then we'll cut across to our political analyst. Go ahead, sir.
Preeti, we all know that it is an open secret that there is a cabal in Kolkata that controls everything. So I seriously don't understand this flawed argument of my friend Mr. Datta that he is hiding behind this camouflage of local administration. There are precedents. We have seen in the past what has happened. Should I give you the count of our Karyakartas who have lost their lives? Women have become widowed. Children have become orphan. Who is going to answer for that? The problem is, sir, that you have institutionalized the politics of violence in your state and you are not agreeing to it. In the last 10 years, the people of West Bengal have seen each and every socio-economic indicator, health, education, you have failed. You have monumentally failed. And now you are trying to hide behind this garb of local administration. That is beyond my comprehension. That is
Let's go one by one, Mr. Datta. You know, it'll serve us well.
No, sir, listen to me.
It will serve us well if we go one by one. Yes, make your point, Mr. Prakash, and I'll go back to Mr. Datta. Make your point, sir.
West Bengal stands at 23rd rank in per capita state GDP. And this data was released in 2020. West Bengal has 19% population living below the poverty line and stand at rank 16 in terms of at least BPL population. My only point is the amount of energy, the amount of effort which you are investing in tackling us, had you have focused in governance, in administration, in tackling law and order, the people of West Bengal would have been with you. But the fact of the matter is now you have realized the people of West Bengal have made up their mind to give their Jan Ashirwad to the Bharatiya Janata Party, as is visible in the roadshow, in the public rallies of our leadership, be it Amit Shahji's rally or JP Nadda's rally.
Okay.
Now you have realized.
No, Mr. Prakash, if a groundswell has anything to go by, if crowds have anything to go by, what really happens on D-Day in terms of who gets the maximum votes, we'd be surprised a lot has gone the other way. One very recent with Tejaswi's own, the crowds he was pulling, but really the government is yours in Bengal, so you wouldn't really, in Bihar, so you wouldn't really want to go there. I want to go to our senior journalist, but I know, Mr. Datta, you want to come in, you're itching to come in for a comeback. Please go ahead, then I'll introduce Surajit Bagchi into this debate.
Yes, Preeti, I want to stick to the topic of the debate. I don't want to go into who has done what and who has not done what. Then they cannot stand. But I just want to say that BJP is not focusing on the agenda of development or infrastructure.
Because you've not done anything.
Can we go one by one?
Because you've not done anything.
Mr. Prakash, sir, he accorded you the decency of putting your point forth. Please give the same to him. Go ahead.
So I am going to stick with the topic of the Rath Yatra of the debate, and I want to say that BJP is not focusing on the agenda of development, infrastructure or good governance. This Rath Yatra or the Parivartan Yatra, whatever they want to call it, is a cunning ploy to manipulate the people of Bengal on their religious propaganda. And I want to remind the viewers of the country that have we forgotten the incidents and the horrors that we have witnessed after the 1990s Rath Yatra, Ram Rath Yatra led by Advani ji of BJP. So it is just a reminder to everybody that we have to analyze the law and order.
Preeti, let me come in.
Mr. Prakash, I'll let you come in, but if you'd allow me both, because both of you have got equal time till now, if you allow me, I want to introduce our third guest. He's been waiting patiently, Surajit Bagchi, senior journalist, is with us. Mr. Bagchi, I want for you to put the premise of the Rath Yatra, because at one level, the TMC definitely is looking at it, that it will consolidate the Hindu vote, the Rath will roll or whatever the van will roll with the chants of Jai Shri Ram, which has now become pretty much a political war cry of the BJP.
Yeah, I mean, it has become the war cry, but what I understand also within BJP, there is a thinking that whether they should introduce the local gods into the situation. There is new Hare Ram, Hare Krishna slogan which has come into the scene. So it means that, this import of Jai Shri Ram, they're reducing, and RSS has also criticized it. In the Chief Minister's program, RSS criticized it. Now, talking about this Ratha Yatra particularly, there are two sides to it, as usual. One side is, Trinamool has a fear. Trinamool has a fear. The fear is BJP is the master of mounting these shows. They are so big. They become so big. I remember that Amit Shah rally roadshow in Calcutta. It goes out of administration and party's control. Forget the fact that it draws a lot of eyeball. They become big shows. They can really assemble people from parts of the state, possibly outside the state, which was the allegation of Trinamool Congress. So Trinamool wants to block it. So they always try to block such big shows. That is one side of the story. But having said that, I must also add that Trinamool always had this habit of blocking every other show, even when BJP was not in the scene before 2014, and CPIM was a small party after 2011 when they were defeated. And CPIM was a small party, but at that point, even administration was denying CPIM or Congress doing small shows, small rallies, Dharna Manch in Esplanade in the central part of the city. I mean, even then they were denying it. So it is slightly genetical with Trinamool Congress, but they often become law and order issues, as we have seen in the east and west bank of the river. We have seen it in Asansol. So they try to block it. So there are two parts to this whole thing, if you talk about the content.
All right, stay with us, sir. I want to give Mr. Prakash and Mr. Datta 1 minute each. Please put your points forth. I know, Mr. Prakash, you wanted to come in. Go ahead, Mr. Prakash.
No, I was just listening to my friend Mr. Datta. I would like to remind him that he might run away from the debate on socio-economic situation and the law and order from this channel now, but we have to face the people of West Bengal at the end of the day, and that is the problem. You see, why did you block Ayushman Bharat scheme, the largest health insurance scheme?
Because the state pays most of it.
Let's go one by one, sir. You have your time.
Like to answer these questions now, but eventually in the court of public. No, sir. So eventually in the court of public opinion, you have to face this situation. We all know, the entire country knows the politics of polarization, the politics of minority appeasement that you have done in the last 10 years. Everybody knows that. And if such slogan, if you are embarrassed by such a slogan, then it is just your exposure. The country knows now. The people of West Bengal knows. And now they have made up their mind. They are going to give their Janashirwad to the Bharatiya Janata Party, as is visible from the support that we are getting on the ground, Preeti.
All right. Okay, Mr. Datta, please go ahead, sir. Then I'll close the debate.
Yes. And my thing for all the viewers, what I want to say as a closing remark is the Prime Minister, the Home Minister, ED, CBI, IT, Congress and CPM Gadbandhan, Nadda ji, CM of 16 states, 303 MPs, the entire PM Care Fund and certain portions of the media is fighting against one 65-year-old woman in a white sari. That is what the people of Bengal are noticing. And let me tell you guys one thing, that in terms of mythology, Lord Ma Durga fought alone against all forces of evil and she won. So I'll just end it on that remark.
Well, you know, it's if there are gods, they'd pretty much be a little annoyed because every 1 minute we are calling upon them. There's Ram for the BJP, there's Durga for the TMC. We'll only know what goes down. But tomorrow we still don't know whether there's going to be a Rath Yatra or not. We still don't know that. But 3 p.m. is where the action will be, and you can catch it right here on India Today. Appreciate you, gentlemen, for joining us. Thank you. Up next is Rahul Kanwar. Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.